30 in the morning. It is a Saturday morning, working on the weekend. We got a bunch of stuff coming up. All your news, information, world, California news. We've got the local news. We've got the sports. We've got weather. It's all coming up right now in the next half hour. Right now, we're going to start off with the birthdays. We got today is Take Back Day, by the way. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. Take Back Day is today. Right now, it's birthday time. Big shot birthdays, and you can't get a bigger big shot there is done. Carol Burnett is 92 years old today. Giancarlo Esposito, he was in Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. He's 67 today. Roger Taylor of Duran Duran is 65. Joan Chen of Twin Peaks is 64. Chris Mars of The Replacements is 64. Actor-singer Michael Damian, 63 today. Jet Li, the karate guy, he was one of the martial arts guys. He's 62 today. Guitarist Jimmy Stafford of Train, not Jim Stafford, Jimmy Stafford of Train, 61 today. Actor-comedian Kevin James, he was Paul Mart and Paul Mart the Mall Cop, and he was also into King of Queens and a bunch of other stuff. 60 years old today. Keyboardist Jeff Huskins of Little Texas is 59. Marianne Jean Baptiste, she was in Secrets and Lies. She's 58. We have singer T-Boz of TLC is 55 today. Chandrella Avery was in Napoleon Dynamite. I don't know if Chandrella was ever in anything else, but was in Napoleon Dynamite. So 54 today. We have Channing Tatum is he was a Magic Mike. Step Up and a bunch of stuff. He's 45. Emily Wickersham of NCIS, 41 today. Aaron Meeks of Soul Food. That was a funny movie. He's 39. Musician James Sunderland of Friendship is 38 today. Those are those are big shot birthdays. The local people coming up.
Jersey Mike Subs, a sub above, at 1002 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. Top quality, delicious, hot and cold subs made how you like it. And don't forget, Jersey Mike Subs offers a 10% discount for military and first responders. And you can order subs for the party. Check out the Jersey Mike's app. There's some great deals, and you can get shore points. That's Jersey Mike's at 1002 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. Open every day, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Claire C.C. Wells, Rebecca Sanchez, Isabel Rose Amaya, Jesus Estrada, Raul Morquecho, Emily Moreno, Jonathan Johnson, Jorge Elias, Irma Arajo, Maria Guzman, and Richard Gutierrez. Happy birthday to each and every one.
Guess what? It's April. It's that time for another DEA Drug Take-Back event. Hi, I'm Tracy Lyon Ramirez, and yes, I'll be broadcasting too, from 10 a.m. until noon. It's going to be this Saturday, and I encourage you to bring your unwanted medications to Starbucks at 4th Street and Wake in El Centro. Now, twice a year, the DEA, they have this event, and it's incredible how many tons of unwanted medication that they get. Let's do our part again and bring your unwanted medications to the next National DEA Drug Take-Back event. That's this Saturday at Starbucks at 4th and Wake in El Centro.
And once again, Tracy will be out there at 10 o'clock this morning at Starbucks on 4th Avenue, 4th Street in El Centro. Tracy, she'll have that big, giant cup of coffee. It's 7:34 in the morning. We've got your World and California News headlines brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that you breathe.
CBS News special report. Farewell to Francis. The Pope has been laid to rest in a simple wooden coffin in the first American TV network of any Pope last year. CBS's Nora O'Donnell asked.
When you look at the world, what gives you hope?
Todo. Everything.
Uno ve tragedias.
You see tragedies.
Pero ve But you also see so many beautiful things.
One of those beautiful things Francis didn't live to see, the brief, cordial encounter just before his funeral of President Trump and Ukraine's President Zelensky. Vatican watcher John Allen on Francis's world.
Pope Francis was not a naive when he said that we are all fundamentally good. That did not mean that there is not evil in the world. What he was trying to say is that beneath all of that, there is some core of goodness that he was trying to touch.
The 88-year-old has been buried in a basilica in downtown Rome. His tomb inscribed simply Francis. CBS News special report. I'm Vicki Barker, live in London.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news as California faces financial challenges. Governor Newsom says he will keep funding wildfire fighting resources while unveiling the state's newest C-130 air tanker. Newsom said the state has close to doubled investments at CAL FIRE in the last several years.
We've invested in state-of-the-art technology as it relates to access to tools that the Pentagon provides, the tools that private contractors like Lockheed provide, the integration of those tools, the stacking of technology.
An algae bloom along the Southern California coast has led to the illness and death of thousands of marine mammals and birds. John Warner with the Marine Mammal Care Center says that dolphins and sea lions are essentially having seizures from the toxic chemicals in their diets.
We've never seen this many dolphins strand in Southern California.
4 whales have been found dead in Orange and Los Angeles counties. Mike Salceda, California Headline News.
And the World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that you breathe.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And we are now ready for local news. Page 1 of the local news, the service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. In the local news, once again, the Drug Enforcement Administration's Drug Take-Back Day is today. Twice a year, the DEA holds the event to take unused and unwanted prescription drugs out of your medicine cabinet and have them safely destroyed. The event will take place from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. today at the Starbucks on South 4th Street in El Centro. You're encouraged to drop off the unwanted medications and make sure that they don't make it to the street in the wrong hands. Tracy Landramidas will be there broadcasting from 10 a.m. until noon on AM 1230 KXO and on FM 107.5. Friday night wreck blocked Interstate 8 near Incopa. The incident occurred at about 7:45 p.m. on eastbound Interstate 8 by the Incopa off-ramp. Apparently, a big rig went out of control, ran off the roadway, and slammed into the side of the mountain. The incident blocked the freeways as emergency responders were on scene, and then for several hours as cleanup continued. One person was transported to El Centro Regional Medical Center for treatment. The accident remains under investigation. We'll have more in just a minute.
Here's an idea. When your vehicle is just sitting there, whether it's at work or at home, and it needs service, let our mobile service come to you. Hey, this is Lauren at El Centro Motors. Whether it's batteries or brakes or tire rotation or an oil change or pretty much any need that your vehicle has, let us come to you. By utilizing our mobile service, it's easy. Just give us a phone call. We'll get your appointment set. Or if you prefer, you can visit us at one of our 3 conveniently located quick lanes for any and all of your service needs.
2 people were injured and Interstate 8 blocked for a time Friday. This is in another incident. Collision involving a big rig and a small SUV was reported at about 12:30 p.m. Friday on eastbound Interstate 8 near Holdridge Road. The SUV hit the semi, resulting in minor injuries to both drivers. The wreckage blocked the freeway with one lane reopening at about 3 p.m. The second lane was reopened later. Traffic was detoured onto the frontage road while the collision site was cleared up. And a Calapat missing teen. She has been found. She was found, according to reports. 16-year-old Annie Kathleen was found in Mexicali. Anaheim police had issued a missing person alert. They said the teen was last seen last Sunday at Disney California Adventure Park. Reports are a Mexicali resident spotted the teen in a vacant lot on the east side of Mexicali. They recognized her from pictures on social media. The resident called police. Officers found her hiding in a trash bin. Police took her to the Mexicali Police Department and called her family. They said the teenager's mother arrived and took her home. Police officers say the officials said she appeared to be in good health, although she did seem to be in a little distress. There is no information as to how a teen got to Mexicali or why that she was there. And since she has no family in Mexicali, no connections with the city either. That's it. That's page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And it is now time for page 2 of the local news and your local weather. It's brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town with daily lunch specials Monday through Friday and happy hour from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. every day. USDA wants to ensure illegals do not receive federal benefits. Guidance has been issued. U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Brooke L. Rollins and Acting Deputy Undersecretary for Food, Nutrition, and Consumer Services, John Walk, issued guidance to all state agencies directing them to enhance identity and immigration verification practices when determining eligibility for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP. The guidance is one of many steps toward fulfilling President Trump's executive order, which directs the USDA and other federal agencies to enhance eligibility verification systems to the maximum extent possible to ensure the taxpayer-funded benefits exclude any ineligible people. Border Patrol agents seized 51 pounds of methamphetamine. The San Diego area agents inspected a red Toyota pickup recently. The vehicle had entered the checkpoint on Highway 94 east of San Diego. The vehicle was sent to the secondary inspection area after a canine unit alerted to the vehicle. The initial visual search of the pickup resulted in nothing suspicious. Agents conducted a mobile X-ray scan on the vehicle. That scan revealed anomalies in the spare tire area of the vehicle. The agents inspected the spare tire, found 48 packages of what later tested positive for methamphetamine. Packages weighed 51 pounds with an estimated street value of $175,000. Driver was placed under arrest, and the case was turned over to the Drug Enforcement Administration. And 2 people were injured, and Interstate 8 blocked for a time Friday. Collision involving a big rig and a small SUV. I think we went over that. Just covered that one already. Search for a new CEO is ongoing. County supervisors set salary parameters this week. They are for the county executive officer applicants. The salary will be determined by qualifications. The Board of Supervisors determined the CEO salary would be determined by the applicant's qualifications. The range is between $230,000 and $290,000 a year. Search for a new CEO is now underway. New CEO would fill the vacancy left by Miguel Figueroa, who was recently dismissed from the position. County has still not revealed a reason for that dismissal. Supervisors also set the salary range for a new clerk of the Board of Supervisors. That position became vacant the same day as the CEO position. And we've got your weather coming up.
Hungry for the best burger in town or an ice-cold beer? Did you know that Burgers & Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. For April specials, try the drink of the month, the Masters Azalea, and Nick Ultra bottles are on special. Don't forget to try the plate of the month, Philly Fries. Burgers & Beer, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Open daily starting at 9. Burgers & Beer, for the best burger in town.
The high temperature yesterday, 82 degrees. The overnight low this morning of 54. Wind gusts overnight up to 30 miles per hour. National Weather Service says cooler temperatures with continued breezy to locally windy conditions will be the main weather highlights today. Dry conditions with below normal temperatures continue into next week, with steady warming extending into the latter portions of the work week. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 76. West wind 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting as high as 35 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 55. West wind 15 to 20 miles per hour, gusting as high as 40 miles per hour. Sunny on Sunday. Highs right near 77. West wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 30 miles per hour. Sunday night, clear skies, overnight lows around 54. West wind 5 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 30 miles per hour. Monday, sunny skies, highs right near 82. West and northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we're looking at 59 degrees, 49% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality unhealthy for sensitive groups in Brawley. A lot of wind, a lot of dust. Air quality is moderate in Calexico and Westmoreland. Air quality is good for the rest of the region. That's it. Local news, page 2, and your local weather brought to you by Burgers & Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family or meet the friends at Burgers & Beer.
Goddard's Gold. From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO. Goddard's Gold.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight, and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Goddard's Gold.
And we are now ready for the world of sports. Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Hospital, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. The draft, NFL draft, started Thursday, and the top story is not what happened at the draft, is what didn't happen. Shedeur Sanders, one of the top-ranked players, a quarterback, that was expected to go in the top part of the first round, didn't go in the first round at all. It didn't go in the second round or the third round either. The Colorado quarterback is still available. The fourth round begins today. We will see what happens there. What did happen for the Raiders? The Raiders got a few draft picks. They've got, let's see, what we got. We got Ashton Agenti. He's from Boise State. He's a running back. He was the Raiders' top pick. Raiders have also drafted Jack Beck TCU, a wide receiver. Cornerback Darian Darian Porter from Iowa State. He's a cornerback. And Caleb Rogers from Texas Tech and Charles Grant from Williams and Mary. Both of them are offensive tackles. Chargers didn't get that many drafts. They had 3 draft picks. They picked Omarion Hampton from North Carolina, their first pick. He's a running back. They also drafted Trey Harris from Ole Miss, a wide receiver, and a defensive tackle, Jamery Caldwell from Oregon. We'll have more in just a minute.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And the NBA playoffs are underway. First round right now. It's just the first round. They got a ways to go yet. In the first round, Magic beat the Celtics 95-93. Boston leads that series 2-1. Bucks beat the Pacers 117-101. Indiana leads that series 2-1. Timberwolves beat the Lakers 116-104. Minnesota leads that series 2-1. Lakers have got to get going. The NHL playoffs are also underway. Canadiens, they beat the Capitals 6-3. Washington leads that series 2-1. Hurricanes and the Devils went into double overtime. Devils won the game 3-2. Carolina leads that series 2-1. Oilers beat the Kings 7-4. LA leads that series 2-1. In the Major League Baseball scoreboard, I think everybody played. Well, not everybody, most of them. Cubs beat the Phillies 4-0. It was a shutout. Nationals over the Mets 5-4. Blue Jays got by the Yankees 4-2. Twins defeated the Angels 11-4. Royals over the Astros, another shutout, 2-0. It was the Cardinals over the Brewers 3-2. Reds got by the Rockies 8-7. Braves beat the Diamondbacks 8-2. Marlins over the Mariners 8-4. The Rays shut out the Padres 1-0. Athletics they were 6-5 over the White Sox. Pirates beat the Dodgers 3-0. Rangers have defeated the Giants 2-0. So the top teams in the National League West all lost. Orioles defeated the Orioles and the Tigers, and Red Sox and the Guardians, they were postponed. Those games will be made up, both of them, today. So there you go. They're getting double headers in their area. We have the Albatross. An Albatross helped Yan Liu hold on to the Chevron Championship lead in golf. So we get a little help. Probably going to have to pay him some, a couple fish his way. Isaiah Salinda and Kevin Novello, they are atop the PGA Tour's Zurich Classic leaderboard. And in tennis, Zverev and Sabalenka, they breezed through the first matches of the Madrid Open. Game 3 loss, the Celtics again questioned Magic's physical play. They're not used to getting roughed up. I guess they don't like it. This is sad news. I was kind of happy, and then it turned very sad. Derek Harmon's mother, she passed away after the Steelers drafted her son. She was in intensive care, very, very ill. She held on in time to see her son get drafted by the Steelers and then passed away. Sad. Luka Doncic, he suffered from a stomach ailment in the 24 hours leading up to the Los Angeles Lakers Game 3 loss to Minnesota, and was vomiting all afternoon leading up to a tip-off, according to the Lakers coach, and that is what they're using as the excuse for losing to the Timberwolves. That's it. That's a look at sports brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Hospital. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Hospital.
For more than a century, AM radio has evolved to meet the needs of our community. In their car, at home, or on the job, more than 80 million listeners depend on AM radio each month. AM radio is also the backbone of the emergency alert system, which keeps us safe in dangerous times. It's reliable, free, and public safety depends on it. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radio in cars. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And it is now time for your financial news and weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, locally owned company that protects you, your home, business, or construction site 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. S&P 500 rose on Friday, adding it to its strong gains for the week. The broad market benchmark ended at 0.74% higher at 5,525.21, while the NASDAQ composite added 1.26% to end at 17,282.94. Dow Jones Industrial Average lagged, but managed to close 0.05% or 20 points higher at 40,113.50. As 40,113.50. The major averages rose on the week, notching their second positive week out of the three. The S&P 500 gained 4.6%. NASDAQ climbed 6.7%. Dow has underperformed, but still clinched a 1 week advance of 2.5%. With these latest gains, NASDAQ is now slightly positive for the month, but the S&P 500 is down 1.5% month to date. The Dow Jones has fallen 4.5% so far in April. We'll take a look at your weather in just a minute.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my #1 priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The high temperature yesterday, 82 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 54. Wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour overnight. National Weather Service says cooler temperatures with continued breezy to locally windy conditions will be the main weather highlights today. Dry conditions with below normal temperatures continue into next week, with steady warming extending into the latter portions of the upcoming work week. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 76. West wind 10 to 20 miles per hour. Gusting as high as 35 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear skies. Overnight lows around 55. West wind 15 to 20 miles per hour. Gusting as high as 40 miles per hour. Sunny on Sunday. Highs right near 77. West wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Gusting as high as 30 miles per hour. Sunday night, clear skies. Overnight lows around 54. West wind 5 to 15 miles per hour. Gusting as high as 30 miles per hour. Sunny on Monday. Highs right near 82. West to northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we're looking at 59 degrees, 49% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is unhealthy for sensitive groups in Brawley. And that's because of very high levels of PM10, a lot of dust in the air. Dust is blowing around everywhere. Air quality is moderate in Calexico and in Westmoreland. Air quality is good for the rest of the region. That's it. That's financial news and weather brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service offering 24-hour a day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal at 4th and Heil in El Centro.
For over a century, local broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion. Online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
And we've got CBS News coming up at the top of the hour.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO. This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile Business Advantage.
I'm Allison Keys. In Rome, the final farewell for Pope Francis as cardinals have performed the rite of burial. Francis Cardinal Giovanni Battista through an interpreter.
Pope Francis used to conclude his speeches and meetings saying,
Vatican City.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Vicki Barker in London. Some 250,000 mourners in St. Peter's Square and the streets around have said farewell to Pope Francis.
For your faithful Lord, life is changed, not ended. And when this earthly dwelling turns to dust, an eternal dwelling is made ready for them in heaven.
CBS's John Dickerson was watching the mourners.
Former President Joe Biden in the crowd with his signature Ray-Ban sunglasses on, a lifelong devout Catholic who leaned on his faith repeatedly through the trials of his life.
Cardinal Battista Re delivered the homily for his old friend.
The final image we have of him, which will remain etched in our memory, is that of last Sunday, Easter Sunday, when Pope Francis, despite his serious health problems, wanted to give us his blessing from the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica. He then came down to this square to greet the large crowd gathered for the Easter Mass, while riding in the open-top Pope-mobile.
President Trump, Britain's Prince William, and Ukraine's President Zelensky heard of the late pontiff's exhortation to build bridges, not walls. Will the peacemaking Francis so passionately endorsed happen on the sidelines of his funeral? Here's CBS's Nora O'Donnell.
We have learned that President Zelensky of Ukraine and President Trump have met just before this service and now have plans to meet again.
Wow.
And this news just in, President Trump has said he doubts Russian President Putin's willingness to end the war in Ukraine. A day after saying a deal was close, he's now flying home in Air Force One. Then the bells of the Vatican began tolling as the coffin was readied for its final journey, not inside the Vatican, but in the Basilica of St. Mary Maggiore, in a rundown part of Rome. Here's CBS's Seth
There
Durham.
is a great anticipation. People have been waiting here for hours and hours in this beautiful day, but the hot sun. And Pope Francis's final resting place at this beautiful basilica here in the heart of Rome.
In other news, Iran and the United States have started in-depth negotiations in Oman over Tehran's rapidly advancing nuclear program. Those talks are likely to hinge on the Islamic Republic's enrichment of uranium. Iranian state TV and a U.S. source confirming those talks are underway. And organizers of the London Marathon are urging competitors not to try for personal best tomorrow. The weather's meant to be very hot. This is CBS News.
You've got George Gale.
I'm sexy and I know it.
The best oldies on the radio.